Menas, you're an author. You wrote a book.
Yeah, I did. I was kind of like feeling inspired by what I experienced myself, and I wanted to share it.
Well, I read it, of course, and the topic is energy alignment,
Yes.
and I thought it was so brilliant. Like, it was relatively short, but very sweet. Like, there's so
Thanks.
many gold nuggets in there. It was really amazing.
Thanks.
um, you say in your book that everything is energy.
Right.
What does that mean, even, and why is it important to point that out?
Sure. The main reason why I said everything is energy is because the words are energy, the food is energy, and most of us are not aware or conscious, aware, let's say aware, that when you do something, you either higher your energy or you lower your energy. So I was never understanding why I'm feeling depressed or sad. I was listening to to sad songs, right? And I was becoming even more sadder, right? Or I was like in an environment which is like low frequency or like low people like talking or like gossiping, and I was becoming like them, right? So I understood like everything around us has an impact on us. So everything has kind of like an energy, which is like either, as I said, like make us like high,
Lifting
like
us up.
lifting us up, or like drawing us down, right? So that's the reason why I was like saying everything is energy. And I also love the quotes of like Albert Einstein and Nikola Tesla, who's saying like there is no matter, it's everything energy. And also the fact of Tesla. You remember the Tesla, what he was saying?
I for sure remember the Einstein quote.
Einstein.
Tesla, what did he specifically?
Tesla was saying like if you want to understand the universe, see it as like energy, vibration, and frequency.
Yes.
So the point is like if you see everything, me and you, as energy vibrating in different frequencies, like music, right?
Yes.
Then you see like we need to be aligned at the same energy which is fitting to us. That's the reason why like we need to be aware what is around us, what we're consuming. Like for example, when you're eating meat, it's having a like how to say it, a heavier energy, like it draws you down than when you're eating a salad, which is lifting you up, for example. It depends, of course, when you're eating what. Yeah.
Okay. So it's all a symphony in a way.
Kind of, yes.
And you sort of like if you didn't like the music, you change the radio.
Exactly.
Right?
So and you have to be conscious about that, because like when I was younger, for example, I was accepting that I'm in this frequency. I was accepting it is what it is. But the thing is, like, you can change the environment, you can change the food, you can change your mindset, as we was talking like the last time about like positive mindset, right? This is also energy.
And you say that it's important to align yourself with what is true for you and what you love, like also in the context of work. But like, what if you depend on the money? Like, what if you need an income? What if you have kids to feed? What do you do?
That's a really beautiful question, because as we mentioned the last time, like we're thinking like we don't have any other options. We're thinking we have to force ourselves to do some certain things because we're limited, because we're lacking. But if you just like how to say it, sit on it after you work, right, and you're looking for something you love to do, like let's say you're educating yourself in a topic you like to do, and you're becoming good, you're improving yourself. At some points you can apply for a job you like to do, and then you work what you want to do. Like no one is saying like quit your job, don't have any responsibilities, run away from your family and do what you love. No one is saying that.
Okay.
But at the same time, you're having the choice to, like, if you really love it, right, to sit after you work or in your weekend instead of like, for example, going out, going clubbing, whatever, and invest in yourself to do what you love and then to make money out of it. That's actually how I did, right? Like I was working and in my former jobs, but I was also like reading. I was like practicing stuff which I like to do until it became my job. You should always do what you love to do.
You write in your book, hope without clarity is just energetic noise.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I mean that like as we mentioned the last time in the last episode, is that most people hoping to get something, but they don't know what they want to get. Like it's not clear. They don't having kind of like, I want to have in this year this and that and this and that. It's just like I want.
I hope.
I hope for it, but there is no clarity. There is no steps. There is no, for example, doing like and waking up in the morning earlier, or like any kind of like writing down what exactly how to achieve this thing. So it's kind of like just like thoughts or ideas, but there is no clarity in terms of like what is the next step to achieve this goal. So it's about like you need always to be aware what you want and making like steps for steps, like a guide for yourself. And this is like written in the book how to do this guide and to follow this guide.
Sounds like sometimes it's not only that people are not taking action, it's even that they're unclear about the action.
Exactly.
And they need to get clear.
Exactly. Because if it's like the same, I like this story about like the ship with no aim. So it's just like somewhere in the ocean, but it's not really going to anywhere.
Yeah.
So never gonna be like having like really clarity. Should I go here? Should I go here? So you have always, when you're having a goal, like not a goal, sorry, when you need to have a goal to go somewhere.
It's like a famous phrase. If you don't know where to go, you will never reach.
Yes.
There's a beautiful quote in your book. Let me read it.
Sure.
Because that's the secret no one talks about. Your current energy can't always hold your next level life. That's why you're being stretched. The life you want, the next level, requires a more expansive version of you. Your old habits, fears, or mindset can't contain that reality. So life is stretching you through challenges and growth to build the capacity you need. The question is, are you persistent and determined enough, or are you going to give up? Obstacles aren't in your way, obstacles are the way.
Yes.
They're not blocking your path, they're tuning your frequency.
Yes. It's like, it was reminding me of like gym, right?
Strength.
Yeah, exactly, the strength thing. Like most of the people, or like me, myself, was like, needed to push myself to become the muscles. And like it needed to doing it persistently. You have to continue doing it, even if it's painful in the beginning. At some point it's becoming easier. So the thing is like, when it's hard, you have to consistently doing what is good for you.
Yes.
That's what I meant with this quote. Like,
yeah. Well, I think it's amazing. It's really pretty cool insight. Important thing to remember. Another one, all right? Because this also like was mind-blowing for me. Learning isn't a checkbox you tick. It's your soul's operating system.
Yes. The thing is like, when I was like in school or after school in university, I was like kind of feeling like I did everything, right? I was like feeling like there's nothing more to learn. Of course, like in a job you have to learn some certain things, right? Like how to operate, how to do it.
Yes.
But I stopped learning for myself. I stopped learning to grow. I stopped understanding what's around me. There's so much around me, and like I can say like, even like famous people were saying, I know that I don't know anything, right? So like, it's part of you to learn.
This also like this what's the term? This humility. That's sort of, because when you think you already know it, but the truth is, of course, there's many things
Exactly.
that you don't know.
Exactly.
But you believe you already know it, then you're sort of staying dumb because
It's ignorance, in my
Yes.
opinion, because like that's what what I kind of like trying to teach or to spread is like, you shouldn't be ignorant about what you know. You should be open-minded to listen and to learn more, because it's part of you to understand, to learn, to grow. Everyone around us can teach us anything, even like people who you think cannot teach you, but they can teach you, for example, how to not to be, like how grateful you are for what you're having. So it's kind of like you should always learn from everyone around you what they can have to teach you, because it's part of you to learn. It's not just like school learning, but also learning from the nature, for life, exactly. Yes. Everyone is a teacher for you. Like I was having even a dog as a teacher, you know. It was in India, and I was sitting and I was trying to meditate, and this dog was belling, right? Barking all the time, and I wanted that the dog leaves me. I was like, I wanted to meditate here, right? And the dog was barking. I was like, and then I was understanding, like, I have two options. Either I leave this situation and go somewhere else, or I accept the dog, right? But I cannot change someone else. That was like, the dog was my teacher in this situation. I was learning to understand. It's up to me to understand this dog, right? To say like, I actually, right, just can leave. I cannot change this dog. I cannot change this, except I'm leaving. That's it.
And what did you do?
I stayed and accepted it.
Because you change inside of you.
I change inside myself. Yes.
Everything you can change is only inside of you,
like
not outside.
Yes.
I mean, I guess the dog itself was nice. It was just the barking that was annoying you. Right?
Exactly. But the point is, in the whole story, is that I was learning from the dog. Like, as I said before, everyone could be a teacher, but you need to be the students who wants to learn. That's,
And I guess you also need all these new insights and wisdoms and skills and so on to get to that next level life, right?
Yes, if you want to get in a certain level, yes, you need everything around you.
There is a famous quote also. When students appear, the teacher is always here. No, how does it say? When there is a student, the teacher always appear.
When the student is ready, the teacher.
Yes, when the student is ready, the teacher always appear.
Yes, that's beautiful. Because you're willing to learn.
Yes.
And we are here in this earth to learn. What else for?
In terms of learning, what are high frequency activities?
For example, meditating, like writing like gratitude. What else?
Doing what you love to do. Spending time with the people you love and you're feeling aligned with. Actually, in big terms, is alignment. Alignment with everything surrounding you.
Which is what the thing is, like, there are like things which are like benefits you, like high frequency, and other things with low frequency. Like you have always to see, like, as Diana was saying, like what benefits you. But like, for example, someone can say like alcohol, going out, eating sugar benefits me, right? But at the same, it could someone saying that, but at the same time, it's not benefiting your body. It's not benefiting your mind. So there are like kind of things which are like always the same, like calming your mind down by meditating, for example, or by making breathing exercises. You can eat healthy food, like organic food. You can drink clean water. You can, like, this kind of stuff. It's like raising your, like, inside the energy, right? It's kind of making you lighter. Like, for example, we're wearing like mainly like wool, like merino wool t-shirts, because it's like different energy than, for example, cotton. Exactly. Like, for example, merino wool has a higher frequency, like scientific proven, than cotton. Plus, cotton, for example, is like it's not always organic. Cotton is like spread, while merino wool is kind of like different proceed, right? So this stuff, eating healthy food.
I think you're also selling those t-shirts.
Exactly, right? We're selling also on our website these t-shirts. So because like I was like figuring out like why not sharing what I already doing, right? Sharing the same thing.
Because you wanted it and it was maybe not that easy to access and you wanted to give other people the opportunity.
Exactly, yes.
Plus in the merino you not get sweat. This is like not...
Like merino has an antibacterial, this is also a benefit of merino t-shirt, antibacterial, how to say it, feature or like, feature where you can like, you don't smell like the sweat, like it's really getting dry really fast, and you feel also like really cool in the summer and really warm in the winter. It has really beautiful benefits. Yes, it's amazing.
And not many people know about this. Yes. It was like actually surprising when we was like start buying it for ourselves that it's somehow not popular. Like this innovating, I don't know, crazy things is not popular.
It's not popular,
but much people like we was not easy to find it, and we was like, how this is possible? Like why?
I mean, like it's expensive, yes, but the same point is like it has a lot of benefits, which is like people doesn't know.
Also, if the quality is this high, maybe it lasts longer. I don't know.
It lasts longer because you need to. You don't have to wash it that much.
If you're not sweating,
if you're
you
not
don't
sweating,
need to wash it all the time.
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
And it's like natural. Like natural is.
There's like because we're focusing mainly of like sustainable and also like like how to say it, long terms like products, which is kind of like good for the environment, but also good for everyone around. So this is like, I don't know.
Which are intended for use and not for the waste.
Sorry?
Which are intended for use and not for the...
Exactly.
Not from the capitalistic way of like just to sell as much as possible, but in a way of like with from heart to heart. Because like we try to build the world like this, like from heart to heart, like to give, you know, to that, and we want to push everyone to be in mindset of giving, a mindset of having equality for yourself, for others, and to give to others something really good.
That's the thing about what I was talking in the beginning about, like what are things which raising your frequency, right?
Yes.
This is, for example, something I'm feeling comfortable with, because like in cotton I would sweat in the summer, while this is chilling me down, I'm not feeling uncomfortable and so on. The water, like a filter, we're having like copper bottles, it's the same thing, right? You're drinking and you knowing it benefits me. Everything you're doing benefits me. I'm not gonna go with friends who are like drinking, smoking, and like sitting with them just because sitting with them. It just benefits me, plus it's not good for my mind, it's not good for my energy, you know, with the beliefs, with everything. So that you have to take care in which environment you are and what you're doing.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You recommend in your book, make a short list of things that quietly fascinate you, even if they don't make sense. Why is that? Shouldn't things make sense, or?
Why things shouldn't make sense?
I don't know. It sounds like you should do things that fascinate you.
Yeah.
Right? Even if they don't seem to make sense. How do you mean that?
And in terms of like what we were saying in the last episode is about like people stop being creative, people stop believing, people stop to trust what is possible or not. They're just following.
You mean even if it's not lucrative?
Yes, lucrative or maybe not possible. Like, you know, like most of the people thinking in a logical way of like, no one is doing it, I'm not gonna do it too. But instead of this, you should like get connected with like the creativity. Like a lot of people having this, I want to go to the moon, I want to do this, I want to do that. And you should do that same. You should have this energy of like trying things out, right? Like this is, for example, Diana doing a lot of times at home. Like she's like cooking something and I'm like, I don't understand it, but she wants to be creative. She wants to do something which is not making any sense, but it doesn't mean it's bad, because out of this, something beautiful can happen.
Like a new recipe.
Exactly, a new recipe.
Like kind of, I don't know, I see this food and I'm like, let's try something out. And Mina is always like, what are you doing? Do you know what you're doing at least? No, I don't know. But I'm have a feeling that it's gonna work. So I'm putting spices. I have a feeling that this spices is gonna work. And in the end, something beautiful always coming. And this is something I think we need always to having since childhood, because when we child we are always creative, always. No one child is not creative, but then we growing and everyone tell us that we need to be like serious, we need to know what we
have
doing,
to following
this and
rules
that, now to following the rules. Yes, everything need to be like right, and then we lose our creativity. But creativity is the most important part of life, because as long as you creative, your mind is plastic. You're not gonna be old, like, you know, old mean stuck, like, you know, the tree, like either it's growing, either it's dying. So when you're not creative, you're dying. Your mind is not developing new neurons anymore.
So in terms of like, it shouldn't make sense, because like, who is saying it doesn't make sense? People around you. Because for you it might make sense, but you're getting limited by everyone else. So do it anyway.
The creation shouldn't make sense, because like you are creating something. Absolutely no. Sense is about having something in already experience.
Already understanding it.
You cannot create something with having sense.
And that's the reason why people should get out of this and just do what they feel or what they want to do. Yes.
I see.
It's actually really interesting. We doing retreats, right? And in retreats, I love to do this practice of spontaneously dancing, or when you like just moving without knowing. Most of the people, they learning how to dance. They like doing some certain do actions. But when you go in a like meditative state of mind and you start to moving, just like somehow in a flow, then you creating something is not exist, and you kind of letting your soul speak. And always creative is something letting your soul speak. Same like with the drawing. Also, you can start drawing just like abstractions. You don't have to fit in certain borders. It's not need that we was taught that we always need to be in the boxes. But no, our souls is never fit in the boxes. Our soul is much more than this. So we always need to do this practice to just let our soul out, and then we will be so surprised of what our soul capable to do actually.
I'd like to read another quote because it spoke so much to my soul. We update our phones, our apps, or our wardrobes, but we forget to update the most important software we have, our mind. To stay vibrant and aligned, we must stay open to learning, to being wrong, to being surprised. The moment you believe you know it all is the moment you cut off the flow. Beautiful paragraph. We sort of already touched on that.
Yes.
Also, when I read it, a quote came to my mind. I think Steve Jobs had like a favorite magazine, and when they had their last issue, he said they wrote something on the like last page of the magazine, which was "Stay hungry, stay foolish." I think that's sort of
good, yes.
Similar.
Yes. It's like it's really interesting that the mind is actually the one thing which is like leading our reality, or this is like making our reality. Like that's something really beautiful. My personal love to speak about, because like a lot of people are like going through life not understanding how things is happening around them or what is happening around them. And if they just like putting more effort of focusing on the mind and training their mind, like their beliefs, their thoughts and everything, right? The input, the output, they're gonna understand that like the mind is the most valuable thing. And like practices like breathing, exercising, meditation, is just there to calm your mind down, to be able kind of like to be aligned with the nature, to be aligned with everything. Like, by having the right mindset, by having the right mind. It's really beautiful. Like, I love this topic a lot.
But you're not answering the question, in my opinion, because the question was.
I think he doesn't have to. Oh gosh, like I'm feeling like okay, that's
but
better.
But it was a question about learning, and I'm like.
Okay, ask her again. Ask her again.
No, you're like sorry. I just.
It's so fascinating. Keep going. Keep going.
I just remembered why that quote speaks so much to me, because like technologically as a species we are already like very far. Like humanity is developing like artificial intelligence and so on, and in the medical area like so many fascinating things are possible and so on, right? Yeah. But then you like read the news and there's all this craziness, and that's what I'm thinking. Like we need to upgrade our own operating systems.
The word is like developing, like we developing outside, but we're not developing inside.
Yes.
And still, like the mind is the people know about the mind like 2-3%, right? Our mind is like we're using 2-3%, and in the same time like we're so expanding in like AI, in this technology, in everything, but we don't know ourselves.
Yes.
We don't know who we are, and this is the kind of dissonance which we're having in the world. Why everything so technology, but still people having a worse. They cannot like communicate with each other. They cannot like why we have a different countries, different languages, different money, different everything. Why people like sending guns to each other? I don't understand this, and this is not making sense. If we're so modern, why are we not modern in our souls? In between just humanity? Why a human cannot be a human to each other? We kind of like hiding from all this technology, behind this technology, from the real life.
Yeah.
I think that's getting psychoanalytical. Like people use the technology because they don't want to look at the issue.
Yeah, like people all the time on the phones. You see the people in a dating or family sitting, they all in the phones. They kind of hiding from all these like gadgets to not like
confront themselves.
Yes, themselves, because it's always about themselves.
Mm-hmm,
yes.
Mm-hmm. And I'd like to add, I think it can't be understood because it is insane. That's just how it is, I think. Menas, what exactly is going on with attachment? Like when Buddhists talk about attachment, what do they mean? What I mean is they talk about attachment.
Yes.
But what do they want to say? Because
what is attachment about?
Because I think like the misconception is that like people shouldn't have, like if you're living non-attachment, then you don't have any dreams, or you're not. It's like I think it sounds like living an ascetic life, but that's not what they mean, right? Do you want to say?
In my opinion, attachment is, as Mina say, it's not more than just like not being in a present moment. Attachment is a thought in your mind. Let's say you attach to your girlfriend, and then you're thinking, oh, this and that, something happened. This is attachment. It's a thoughts in your mind, which is like kind of like one thoughts, like the root is a girlfriend, and then this happened, this happened. Should I do this? Should I do this? Like thousands of thoughts around this topic. Let's say this is attachment, and when you're thinking these thoughts, you're not here, you're not in the present moment, because when you're in a present moment, you cannot have thoughts, because like it's live either in the past, either in the future, what you're gonna do, or what was happening before, right? You cannot be in a present moment and being attached. It's not possible. So what they meaning about attachment is that it's always fixing you in some situations or some people.
Holding on to something special, holding on something, right?
Yes, yes, and then you again you escaping here, you're escaping now, and you're not living your life. You're living your life, just your imaginary life, which does not exist because future or past is not exist. So, what a point to live this life.
A friend of mine was saying once to me a really beautiful quote. I love this quote a lot. He was saying, "Attached to nothing, connect to everything," which kind of means like everything comes and goes, right? You shouldn't like hold on to something. You just like connect it in with this in the moment, what is coming. Like if something like a pain coming, it's pain. A girlfriend coming, it's a girlfriend. If it's leaving, it's leaving. You shouldn't hold on it in terms of like it belongs to me. I want it. I like no desiring after it. Just like connecting with it.
But what if you do want it? Do I have to give up the things that I love?
What do you mean by that? If I do want it, if you're having the desire to want some certain thing.
Yeah, like what if I'm unhappy if I don't have it?
Then you desire something, then you're suffering, right? And like in the Buddhism or like in other religions, they're saying like especially in Buddhism, they're saying desiring is suffering. Like Buddha was saying that, and you can choose if you want to suffer or not, or you can choose to not suffer by not desiring it, by not being attached to it.
But what if like, can you really decide that you're not desiring what you're desiring?
It's your choice in your mind. You can choose it.
But is it?
Give me an example.
Like I think what it maybe boils down to the question is: can you change your emotions, or are they arising?
But like you mean like the emotions by desiring something?
Yes, that come from desire.
Let's say I have emotions about I want something and I'm feeling I wanting it. This is you call your emotion, right?
For instance, yes.
For instance, I wouldn't say that it's an emotion. I would say that it's your mind, which is telling you it's an emotion, which is telling you like you want it. But if you just tell yourself like I don't want it, then there will be no emotions of suffering, no emotions of like sadness, and then there will be no attachment.
But that's not my experience, I have to say.
Okay.
Like the way I see it is that perhaps I do desire something, and I realize I have to let go of it because, for instance, a girlfriend leaves me. All right. I think what I have to see is that, like, what doesn't belong to me. Like I can't have what doesn't belong to me anyways. And if she leaves me, obviously she does not belong to me, and I have to come to terms with that reality. But yeah, I mean, I think it wouldn't in the moment at least change the fact that I'm unhappy, which is fine because you could also let go of the need to be happy.
Exactly. You can let go of the thought to be happy because like you are attached to the thought you should be something or to have a girlfriend. So if you like just accepting everything as it is without like having the thought something need to be in a certain way, you're not too attached to some certain output. You're just letting it happen. You're accepting everything as it is, as I said. So it comes, it goes, it goes. It doesn't belong to you anyway. Like it's anyway all energy. Sometimes it's staying, sometimes it's not staying. Like for example, are you sad if it's raining right now?
No.
Are you happy when it's raining now? Raining? No, it doesn't matter. Like it's just like how you like attach when you want to that it's sunny all the time and it's not sunny. You can be sad, of course.
Like what I want to get is like, can we still have wishes?
Can we still have wishes? Sure. But no attachment behind it.
In my opinion, attachment...
You should have wishes.
Attachment is not more than when you're trying to control the world, when you try to control everything in your life. You like kind of playing God by saying, no, thank you, universe. I don't want to be alone. I want to have a girlfriend. You're not open to the world, which say maybe that actually this person is not belong to you, and actually maybe like in 1, 2 months, 3 months, you will meet like the love of your life, your destiny. You don't know this. You don't know anything. But just because human mind is don't know, that's why we attach something in the past, because we afraid of future. But if you just like give up of this fear of future and just say that I allow everything to happen with me.
I accept everything.
I accept everything. What is happening is for good. What is happening is the support. There is no another reality except what is happening already, right? You cannot change it. What the point to think about past if you cannot right now change it? You already here in this moment, and just be here. Just keep going, and then something beautiful in your life anyway will happen. You don't have to make a scenario of your life. The life will make scenario for you, and you just choose agree or not agree. You cannot do anything with this. You just agree, or you like resisting inside, feeling pain, feeling bad,
feeling sad.
Yes, you
wanting
just
something.
Just playing God, just trying to control things which like not in your hands.
That's why they call it waking up, right? To like get out of the fantasy.
Yes.
Get out of control your life.
Accepting everything as it is. Like, there's this one story about like, what if someone you love die, right? And a lot of people were like, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna be sad. Of course we're gonna be sad and cry, but we have also to accept this is like kind of life. Like, same with the weather. It's raining, it's sunny. We have to accept everything as it comes without putting any kind of value to it. Like, death is like the same beautiful like born. Like you, everyone is crying when someone is like dying, right? But like, you're not crying when someone is getting alive, right? Is it bad? Is it good? Like, we giving this all a value, but actually it's all the same. You know, it's a process of life. We have to accept everything as it is.
Well, I guess people cry because they think that it's over, right?
Yes.
But yeah, I mean that's why the non-attachment sort of can't be avoided, because eventually you will have to let go, right?
Yes. Sooner or later, life will happen with you. Sooner or later, the things will happen with you.
If a girlfriend or like a woman leave you, because of what? Because she don't like you, she don't love you, because she's dead, she gonna leave you. Like, we came alone to this earth and we're gonna die alone. Like, there is no one. That's a really beautiful thing, right?
It sounds kind of depressing, actually.
It's not. No, you have to accept that no one outside of you actually is kind of like having the power over you, or should have a power over you to think about it except yourself. In terms of like, it sounds a little bit narcissistic, in terms of like, you should not focusing on something else outside of you, but you should always put your focus on yourself, on your growth, on your health, and the people around you, right, are here to be with you, but you shouldn't be attached to them. Like, everyone is going his own camino, everyone is going his own way in life. You're just having the chances to meet, but everyone is going his own.
That's actually a really beautiful thing I understand not so long time ago about relationship. In relationship, you just go like near each other, but everyone have their own path. You cannot just like grab this person and just say, hey, let's go with me. Because
I want you next to me all the time. You cannot.
I was born in this family, in this time, in this lessons. It's my path. It's my life. I'm happy that you go with me, but if at some points you need to go another road, or if some points you stop or going slowly or going faster, and then we meet or we not meet, it doesn't matter. I have my path, and it's never can be for a two, because like soul, as Mina say, come alone and will go alone, because it's a soul thing. It's every soul life. Every soul lesson, other person will not get same lesson. Other person will get another lessons, and this is beauty of
Everyone
life.
has a different speed. Like I was walking in the Camino de Santiago.
The name of our Camino comes
Yeah,
from
it was
here.
inspired by Camino de Santiago. And
How was that?
it was amazing.
Really beautiful.
Yeah, it's really amazing. I went the Camino Portugues and like next to the ocean, and I was meeting a lot of people on this Camino, and the beauty was like everyone was going his own speed, focusing on different things, but in the evening we kind of like always meeting. And the thing was like I understood like everyone goes his own path. Like we was not walking all the time, but there was a time where there was making breaks, and then like even like after 2 or 3 days, right? So the thing is like you should always like focusing on your own journey, on your own path, and the people around you are just like the people on the Camino, right? They're just walking their own path, sometimes with you, sometimes not with you. But you shouldn't be attached, I have to go with them, I need to go with them. Just focus on your thing, doing your thing, and if someone is coming, welcome. If not,
Be only attached on one thing, attached to your growth.
Well, I think those are really beautiful metaphors for life. I think especially the meeting again in the evening.
Yeah.
I like a lot, and also I think now I understand what you mean with the it's so beautiful to be alone. Like, I guess non-attachment is important because we are not in control of a lot of things that are happening, but I guess we are in control with the relationship that we have with ourselves, right?
the self-love relationship, what we was talking the last time. Yes.
Yes. So we can for sure choose that.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like one famous psychiatrist was saying, the anxiety is nothing more than just when you don't want to give up the idea that you're not controlling life.
The anxiety. The anxiety. That's
Anxiety, yes.
So you can also win something because you can win calmness when you're giving up the need to control.
Yes. And like this is in which movie we saw, when you lose, you win. When you win, you lose. Where was that? The idea was that when you, let's say you are in a competition with someone and you losing this competition, but what in this moment you win something. You win this like kind of acceptance inside of you. You learn to accept to not win this competition. You learn to be strong, to overcome this desire of winning, and this is something you win. Or let's say when we fight with each other and someone saying, I'm sorry, I was not right, this person is winning to accept acceptance, winning to be able to give up their ego. So another person win because another person was right, let's say, right? So someone win, I'm right, I was saying right things, but another person was winning acceptance, was winning be able to give up ego. That's also win. And maybe even bigger, maybe even better.
Okay. Let's get back to the book again. You... one sec. Let's get back into the book again.
Okay.
Na, passt ist die richtige Formulierung. Let's perhaps get back into the book again. You recommend not following others, but remembering yourself. But should we not follow others? Don't the experts know more than we do?
Let me ask another question. Who you define as an expert for you?
Well, someone who has a lot of experience in a field, who has, I don't know, years of working in a subject or something.
So you trust this person?
I guess.
Okay. So the thing is, like, if you trust a person, of course you can follow this person. But what, for example, this person is still learning by himself and leading you in a direction, telling you like he knows the truth, right? And you kind of feeling like, of course, the person who wants to follow can follow. But what if you don't want to follow because you're thinking there's something more than this? And this is like the sentence is kind of like, you should not follow someone just because someone is saying something. You should find your own truth. You should discover what is truth for you. You know, there are a lot of people, a lot of experts saying like they're expert, but like, what is your own truth? Because like there is no one truth. There's not one reality. It's the perception of things, how you see it. Because like, this guy is saying, this expert is saying this, another guy is saying this one. So who are you going to following, right? So you have to find your own truth, what is right for you.
That's what we're saying in El Camino. We're not teaching people something new. We not give them some information. We let them to discover their own path, their own truth inside of them. And I totally agree with this because there's thousands of books we're reading, thousands of teachers we're listening, but we always need to see inside of us like
what is the truth?
What is the truth? Yes, and I need always to put this information to my light inside and to see, is it like I agree with this inside of me, honestly. But for this we need to have a lot of honesty, because like if someone say that drinking alcohol is right, it benefits you, like if I want to lie myself, of course I can say yeah, why not. But if I'm honest with myself, this is need to be a lot of brave, to be honest.
So what's for the one is wrong is for the other one right, and so on and so on. So what I meant by like you should not following others is like you should like look inside of you what you really need and following this, instead of just blindly following other people who are doing it. Because like when I was working, or Diana was working in their previous jobs, we was like just following the society. We was not listening ourselves. We was following other leaders, other experts, parents who's telling us like this is the way how we should do things. This was the experts for us, right? So that's the point. We was trusting them, as you say in the beginning. But the thing is like trust is beautiful, but we should always like not blindly following people, but we should also like see how we feeling, the energy, how we feeling, if it's against of what we really want to do, or is it like aligned with what we want to do.
For that we need to build the understanding of our path, because if we don't know, again as a sheep, we don't know where to go, then we will listen everyone and we never coming to any point. But if we know where we go, we know our goals in life, our path,
we have a clarity, yes.
then we can go, and everything in a way will help us.
Like I love to say like one really beautiful thing. I love to say this sentence like, we are unconscious until we are conscious.
Yes.
This is like amazing for me, because I was not understanding it for like many years. I was like, but how do I know actually that I'm doing the wrong thing? Right? How do I know that I'm not following the right thing? How do I know anything, right? And then I was like, actually we're all the time doing the wrong thing until we know we're doing the right thing. Like until we are aware and conscious in this moment, hey, what is happening right now? I'm fully controlled, I'm in the really present right now, then I'm conscious. If it's not like this, then I'm unconscious. It's amazing, because you have to focus every second to stay conscious, to be able what I'm saying, how I'm looking, always aligned with yourself, always with self-love. This is the consciousness, in my opinion.
I think it's like something that comes to mind is that I guess consciousness in this context also translates to like awareness or attention, focus.
Yes.
And I think this is somewhat also analogous to love itself. The reason why I'm thinking that is because like small kids also, they always like they need a lot of attention. They always try to get attention, and I think it's, in a sense, it is the same thing as love, because if you sort of because, for instance, if you're mindless, and for instance, if you're cooking, right, but you're sort of mindlessly cooking it because you're doing 10 other things at the same time, and then perhaps the food burns, but then there's of course the saying, something was made with love.
Okay.
Then perhaps this happens, the chance of the food burning is way less because you're actually giving it attention, right?
Yes.
So I think that's sort of an interesting,
beautiful connection, yes,
metaphysical relationship between attention and love, and that's what you were just saying, right? That when you give things attention, that
you love it.
Yes. And that sort of you have better awareness, and then things can improve, right?
Yeah, like as I said, like when you love yourself, you have to be aware in terms of like you really love yourself, you're conscious about it, you're aware, you're in the present moment. So present moment, being in the present moment, right, means like to just focusing on what is happening right now. Every breath, you all the time breathing in, breathing out, you're focusing on this present, right? And this is like the present moment is consciousness, and doing everything is like self-love. So it's all connected in one.
Why do you say in your book that we are a creative force? Because I think I'm not Picasso, for instance.
I'm not meaning like by painting. I'm meaning like we are all children. In terms of like we're all having dreams. So we all the time wants to you know, like a child, you know, he's not a Picasso, but he's still like taking any pen and painting anything, right? This is what I meant. We having like thoughts, we having ideas, we having things you want to express.
Yes, it's like an instinct to create.
Exactly, it's an instinct. And we kind of like having this in nature to spread our information, to spread our talents, whatever it is, like speaking, drawing, making music. And most of us like forgetting how it is to be creative. They're putting in the system, they're putting in the structure, they're putting in schools. Like, you know, when you was getting to school, you kind of like you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do this, right?
You have to follow the schedule.
Exactly. So we're forgetting that we actually just want to paint. You know, when I met Diana, for example, I was wanting to draw, like, you know, with like in a structure, while she was like, just do what you feel. The same with dancing, you know, like
the same we already was giving example about cooking.
Yes, it's kind of like you all the time thinking you should do it in a certain way, that you never just express yourself how you're feeling right now. Like, it's really difficult because like when someone is like never getting limitations, he's creative. That's when you see like someone is making music, this and that. When someone is on the other hand like getting from the school system, from their parents, from the religion, this kind, they're not creative anymore. So I was writing from my perspective that when I was like a child, like I couldn't do music, I couldn't paint. Of course I could, but I couldn't express myself because there was always like, do the homework, do the school work, do this, do that. So that's the thing. And you should like not being afraid, right, to paint, to express yourself, to try your hobbies, as you were saying, right? Because in the last episode you were saying like, but what if I having responsibilities? Good, but like doesn't say like you don't have to be creative, painting, making music, singing, going to anywhere, doing what you love. That's the creative mode.
But in the same time, there is a need to be a balance, because you need to having a kind of schedule or having a kind of order in your life. Otherwise, you're creative. You will just like creative, but never can make something out of it, because to make something out of it, like to give it to really to people, you need to have some certain rules, right? To be fit in society, and let's say to make your gallery of your pictures
in
right?
the way of the society.
You need to understand how society works, how to make this gallery, how to make these paintings work for this.
So it needs to be like, because like what Diana's trying to say, I guess, is like you can't be so creative and doing like just creative things and painting whatever, and you cannot just being like so structured. Like I was saying, like the people who are like just in the system. So you have to find a balance between like how to combine these both. But you should not leave the creative force inside of you.
Yes. Sounds like yin and yang. Everything has to have balance. Right?
Exactly.
How can we get into the frequency of creativity?
By putting yourself in these places. You know, like it's the same with like you going and you going to like a place where they're playing music, right? So you're feeling this music. At some points, time after time, you're becoming like loving the music. You want to try the music. It's the same with painting. You're starting painting something small, or you're starting to cook something, right? And then you improve it. You become better in creativity, right? So it's like you have to make the first step to go to this direction.
And in my opinion, also you need to first learn how to do it, and then you can create. Because like if you don't know how to play piano, how can you create something, right?
Sure.
So you learn this, and then slowly it will come this inspiration.
Yes. I have another quote that I'd like to read, which I thought was really beautiful. You're not here to hustle harder or become someone new. You're here to remember who you were before the static, before the fear, before the programming taught you to dull your own light. And then, your energy is your greatest asset. Protect it, direct it, refine it. Because when your energy is aligned, your life transforms. Not eventually, but instantly. You are the frequency, you are the transformation, and you always have been. That's really wonderful.
Yes. It's like, actually, it's I think it's the last pages.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. And about like in this book, it's more like all of the steps what people can do or should do to get back to who they are. And in the beginning, it was said like we are all energy, right? So they just need to understand that there are beautiful beings. We all are beautiful beings. It's just like you need to put yourself in a beautiful place. You know, if you like, again, if the environment is not good for you, you're not becoming like the flower. Like let's say a flower, right? The seeds, what you were saying the last time. If you're putting the seeds in the wrong environment, it's not gonna grow. So you have to be in a place where you're just helping yourself to grow.
In a ground which is fits to these seeds,
with the nutrition,
to getting water,
exactly,
to giving a sun, because otherwise, yes, it's not
gonna grow. You're not gonna become like what you're supposed to be. You're gonna be like the people around you, like let's say any kind of like dangerous like flowers gonna kind of like trying to get your space, trying to like to be around you, to make it heavy for you to breathe. So you have to free yourself from this environment and to take care where you are, to become who you are.
Because thanks God we are not seeds and not flowers. We are able to choose.
Yes, we're able to make the decisions and to have the mind to choose.
That's a great power we have.
Guys, thank you for talking about the book. It was such an inspiring conversation. This is the book. I highly recommend it. It was such an amazing read. And I think it would also be like an amazing present for someone. And how can people find it?
In Amazon, it's available in Amazon. Just like
In the link below.
Yes, I put it there, yes. And how can people find you guys?
It's cost just like €2, right?
It costs €3.
It's cost just €3.
Yeah, you need to make it more expensive, honestly, because there's really a ton of value in it.
We just make it's a minimum, which is like, because we cannot like put in Amazon for free. We wanted to give this to people just like because it's beautiful, and we want to more people know about and more people became conscious. So it's not our goal to just like sell, but
Yes.
like, so that's a minimum price we can put in Amazon, and
we're fine with that.
like,
yes.
Yeah, it's not about this. It's about like
to get as much people as possible with different kind of like budget.
I see.
It's like mean that in our sphere there is no competition, because everyone who speaking about consciousness, who speaking about love, let it be. Let everyone speak about love. I would love that everyone and people becoming more and more who speaking about this, who listening this, who expanding this. So I would love to share everything I know, everything I do, everything possible to make world better place. That's our goal.
Well, that's beautiful.
Where to find? Yeah.
When people want to connect with you, how can they find you?
Encamina Life, it's our nickname in all social media. It's our site, so you can just like put in Google Encamina Life and you will find us everywhere.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Really was pleasure to speak with you. Thank you for inviting us.